Parade on West Chicago Avenue, and I'm about to talk to Kyle, one of the owners of Baby Cakes, and order some pancakes myself, so I'm not sure what flavor I'm gonna get yet. Wish me luck.
Can I see?
You know, we are a gourmet pancake company. We work out of a shared kitchen, so you know, Leah goes to the kitchen in the evening and she cooks the pancakes, and then you know, I arrive in the early morning. I load the pancakes up and we go out to whatever our stop is. So we keep our pancakes in warmers, so they're held at, you know, a nice warm temperature, like, you know, warm enough to where they don't cook more, but that they're so, you know, pleasant to eat. Basically, we try to balance out the flavors that we take out. So we try to have something with fruit in it, something, you know, maybe a little sweet, like we have banana chocolate chip. Then we like to have things with meat and then things that are hearty, like, you know, bacon, egg, and cheese. That's awesome. Anyway, you know, so we have different spots we go to every week. So we go here twice a week. We have regulars. Sometimes we'll get contacted by different offices, and you know, we basically tell people if you can get, you know, 10 people together that are willing to come in the truck, you pretty much go anywhere. So.
It's true. Power one, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Great. Thank you. Have a great day.
You as well.
We just ordered from Baby Cakes, and I've got the banana chocolate chip right here and the peanut butter power as well. I'm very excited to take a bite of it.
Mentally, it can be very taxing to live the way that we live. You know, Leah has a very strange schedule. She sleeps only a few hours a day, and she's sleeping at, you know, various times, non-consecutive hours, you know, like 2 hours here, an hour there. It's important to keep your schedule. It's important to be consistent. It's important to have a presence where people know you're going to be somewhere every week.
My name is Leah Wilcox, and I'm the owner of Baby Cakes, a Chicago-based food truck catering company. So I bought the truck in March of 2012, and then the first truck stop was in May that year. So a little over 2 years now.
And why did you choose pancakes?
Originally, I actually had the idea because you couldn't cook on food trucks at the time, and pancakes did really well. They're customizable and obviously affordable to make, so that was the idea. I thought I'd just pop them in warmers and it would be easy with the laws, but now the laws have changed. But then I became obsessed with pancakes.
Yeah.
There wasn't a cooking law in the books when we started, so we created these recipes with the idea that they could be held in warmers.
I throw it in a warmer, which is something that catering companies use to keep food to temp without continuing to cook it. It takes, say, 2 hours for something that was in the fridge to come back to temp. But when you do it that way, it tastes much better because you haven't like zapped it.
Rain, sunny.
Legally, not since you do not work on, like, do not cook on the truck, do you still face any legal issues with the truck?
Yeah, so there's a lot of complex laws. Technically, you're not supposed to stay anywhere for more than 2 hours, which no one really abides by because by the time you got set up and got there, you practically have to shut down. But then the other law that restaurant owners know is that you have to be 200 feet away from a restaurant, and a restaurant is considered anything that has food, so 7-Eleven, CVS, any hotel, any gas station.
That much better. I'm not much of a morning person, so I have to wake up at 5:30. 6 o'clock would be sleeping in. So you know, it can be kind of tough just motivating yourself because I've just never been a morning person.
So now usually what I do is I'll take a nap from like 10 to 1 or 11 to 2 or something like that, and then I'll get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then just cook until the morning and get everything ready, and then I'll go to bed.
Hey, we're driving down to Bridgeport Pasty to meet with Jay and Carrie. Should be fun.
along with Carrie Clark.
Hello.
I'm the owner of Bridgeport Pasty in Chicago. That's pasty, not pasty. The thing that made us decide to build a food truck in Chicago was because there weren't very many food trucks. The only food trucks you see around, maybe 3 years ago or so, were these things you call roach coaches. You know what that is? That's those little silver things that end up at construction sites. So that's the word they use for me.
The original pasty recipe was pretty easy because we didn't have to come up with it. Except for one thing, when we were originally doing the recipes, we were looking them up on YouTube and trying to look at the traditional Cornish recipes. And after the 4th or 5th video of some guy shooting his grandma making pasties, oh grandma, make pasties like you used to. After the 4th or 5th shot of that, I realized that I could throw away everything that I was seeing because they were using margarine.
Okay.
No margarine.
We opened the food truck in August of 2011, and that was our test market for the food. And then we opened the restaurant. We just opened the restaurant in July of last year, 2013. And we call it Bridgeport Pasty because we're in Bridgeport.
So I decided, no, we're going to have broccoli soup with some cheese in it. So tried a bunch of recipes and came up with one on my own. It's kind of an amalgamation and a little touch of meat. And that's a broccoli soup. So it's got 4 pounds of broccoli to a gallon of soup. It's a lot of broccoli, pureed. And then it's got a little cheese and a little bechamel in it, a little cream sauce. A couple of phenomenal cookies. We do really, really good chocolate chip cookies. People call up and they order. You know, oh, can you bake some cookies up for me? And we'll do that. We'll have, you know, a half a dozen or a dozen cookies ready for them when they get here, warm and fresh.
We thought it'd be a good idea to do it. So first I wanted to do it on a bicycle, like an ice cream cart, like a 3-wheel bicycle. They had a box on the front of it, and I went to the city with that, and they said, no, it's too dangerous. You can't put propane on a bicycle. And then I was looking at these big food trucks and how much gas they use and how much pollution and everything. And I found this little electric car that I could turn into a food truck. And I figured that would be the best way to do it. Oh, my wife and I were driving our bikes around in London on a vacation in 2008, and we saw these pasties being sold like as fast food. They sell them in train stations. They have little kiosks and stuff. And we really liked the fast food concept, and we looked at each other when we were there, and we said this would be a great thing to do in Chicago. You know, like with slices of pizza and hot dogs and things like that. It's just another, you know, on-the-go food for like working people.
Yeah.
But the restaurant turned out it wasn't that hard to open because this used to be our house actually.
Really?
So this was our living room down here. And there were no windows or doors over there. We used to show movies on the wall over here, and this was just a big living room basically. Now we live upstairs, but so it was a lot cheaper for us.
We are at Bridgeport Pasty, and we were about to see them roll out a pasty himself with Jay at work.
So, this is one of the more important parts of the process for making pasties. As you might have been told, the original pasty is beef, potato, and rutabaga. We roll it out a little to get it nice and flat and round, and do it on a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick to the board. And today we're going to be making the spinach and mushroom pasty, which we call our veggie pasty. And this is a mix of spinach, cooked spinach, mushrooms, and a little bit of bechamel sauce, which is a kind of a cream sauce. You just have to get a mound of the stuff and put it in the pasty and kind of shape it out in a little straight line.
I want you back.
they didn't get your mind. Your heart is too strong anyway. We need to fetch back the time they have stolen from us. I want you, we can bring it on the floor. Never danced like this before.
And they're headed out into the road, probably headed to University of Chicago. It's got a tray of pasties. I'm pretty sure the veggie one's the most popular one on the menu. And they're headed to University of Chicago because that's their main location they go to. And the car is electric and they can only go 25 miles. So they have to plan their schedule accordingly. But I think we're gonna meet them down at University of Chicago.
Paradise, shouldn't talk about it, shouldn't talk about it.
Alright, so I'm eating a pasty. It's the veggie. It has mushrooms, spinach, and it's very good. I'm gonna take a little bite
Coolest winter for me.
Hey guys, today we are on Chicago Avenue and there's about 4 food trucks parked outside. The Husky Hog Barbecue, Eastman Egg Company, The Big Shish, and Windy City Paddy Wagon. We're gonna go outside in a few minutes and chat with a couple of the owners and test out some of the food.
I can't find a way out of here.
Empanadas, 5411. What kind do you have there? I've got the spinach and cheese one and the ham and cheese as well.
I want you, we can bring it on the floor.
I ordered the falafel with some yogurt sauce, some seasoned brown chickpea vegetable patty.
Stoned in paradise, shouldn't talk about it. I want you, we can bring it on the
dish that we call Lulu Kebab. Lulu Kebab is ground meat and ground roast beef, or ground beef and ground lamb mixed together with rice, with parsley and onion, and made into a patty. So Lulu Kebab is one of the more popular items we sell. Serve rice with every meal. It's a cracked wheat rice. It's not a white rice, so it's, I think, on the healthier side. We have 3 salads to choose from, which are all kind of a healthier fare as well. Well, we're the only Mediterranean truck on the street, and so that's good, and people seem to be enjoying it.
I want a turkey burger from Windy City Paddy Wagon, and
shouldn't talk about it.
Alright, my name is Danny Herrera. I'm the owner of the Windy City Paddy Wagon burger trucks. Specialize in gourmet burgers. We're coming up to our 1-year mark now, and we're getting ready to launch our 2nd truck next month.
what do you got there, Jeff? Some free french fries. So today I got chicken slider with a side of mashed potatoes and a lemonade, freshly made, from the Husky Hog Barbecue. And I'm gonna try it. It looks delicious. A little taste of the chicken. Alright, that's amazing.
Hi, I'm Joe Waddell with Husky Hog Barbecue, and we sell barbecue. We do Southern style barbecue. I'm from Tennessee, and when I moved here to Chicago, Chicago style barbecue isn't my cup of tea, so I decided to bring my style of barbecue to Chicago. It seems to be pretty popular. I'm pretty glad that I'm here selling.
You know, we went through the health department and the fire department and of course the city. So there were a number of things we had to get in order before even being considered, and the inspection was tough.
It's a tough winter. The regulations here in Chicago are still the strictest in the country.
Yeah.
But I also got the Illinois Food Truck Owners Association off the ground, so we're gonna attack it that way as well. I'm looking at long-term growth.
Oh,
I think I want to say we were the 4th
permitted truck in the city as far as cook on board.
Yes.
A little
So
history.
you guys cook on
We
on
do
the
cook
truck.
everything on board. We prep pretty much on board. But a little food truck history is there's always been food trucks here.
Yeah.
The issue was that they don't cook on
On the
board.
truck, yeah.
We do. Yep. We got 6 feet of charbroil on board and an extra fan installed on top. Burgers put out a lot of smoke.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You'll smell the truck smoking in about 20 minutes.
What are like the challenges you face like every day with like
It's,
owning the truck?
anything from your regular, human resources issues, with employees, staffing and training, all that regular stuff that you would normally have in any regular business, along with the mechanical aspect. My business can get a flat tire, or a shock can get blown, or things come loose because we're in flux.
Well, I think the biggest challenge is finding good spots. As in anything else, location. The same's true with this. You need to be by a building like the Groupon guys here, where there's thousands of people there, and you have obviously a chance to get a little percentage of that business.
But you won't allow, and I want it now.
We're at University of Chicago today, and behind us is Bridgeport Pasty, Lunchbox, and a couple across the street, like Tamale Spaceship, and a few others. So we're excited to go eat some of their food and ask a few questions.
I won't jump the track, I'll run right back, I'm sure. I'll run right back to her.
So we just came from the Tamale Spaceship. I got 2 tamales, and they're no one's de pollo. It's got a little chicken, a little peanut sauce put on top, gluten-free, which is good. And I got a side of guacamole and chips that are out of this world. Unreal.
I'm eating a barbecue chicken bao from Wow Bao. And I've got the teriyaki and the barbecue pork. Pretty good. Barbecue pork. It's like little meat packed inside. What is that? Some rice?
Where'd all the time go? It's starting to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. You know I get so forgetful when I look in your eyes. Now she's walking backward through a parade.
My name is Tim Lennon. I'm the owner of a Fuel Restaurant in downtown Wilmette at 1222 Washington Court. Fuel stands for Food You Eat Locally. It's a locally sourced restaurant that focuses on healthy but tasteful food in a non-traditional way. I always enjoyed food and was a huge foodie. My mom always grew all of her own food and she made everything from scratch growing up in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And I always thought I would do it later in life, but I kind of had a life-changing event which kind of accelerated the process of Fuel being open.
Way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn the storm in hospital.
My name is Caroline. I work at Fuel.
How do you like it?
How long have you been working here? We have wonderful regulars, and I've been working here for 3 years.
You know, I definitely feel like a pioneer. You know, I mean, I think that unfortunately it's not as important as people should value it, and that, you know, people don't really see farms around here, so it's hard for them to understand the importance. And Whole Foods has kind of made a stronghold on organic food, which I, you know, not a really firm believer. I'd rather have a locally sourced food than organic food. Tuesday, I talk to my farmer suppliers in Wisconsin and order all the food on Tuesday. So our mushrooms, our proteins, our chicken, our eggs, everything gets ordered on Tuesday. You know, I just want to make Wilmette a more sustainable food system, and, you know, make people realize having the hearth here, the spice houses here, fuels here, and create kind of a surgence with the food. But I think the food truck's great for that, because if you're able to do that, you have, you know, basically your label on wheels.
I have bacon, I have corned beef, smoked pork butt.
My name is Darlene Pino, and I'm from Pin Oak Ridge Farms, which is in Wisconsin, Delavan, and which is near Lake Geneva. That give you a perspective of where we're at. And we raise and produce and process lamb. We deliver into Chicago, Madison, and Milwaukee areas, and we ship all over the country. So we basically can do any part of the lamb, and breakfast fuel is part of it. No antibiotics, no growth hormones, no anything added to any feed, and they're only given, they're born and pasture raised, and then the last 2 weeks we give them an all vegetable diet. And our meat comes from Wisconsin, and that's our registered trademark, Wisconsin lamb.
Awesome.
We're at Turtle Creek Farm, so we're gonna go around and help look at some of the produce going on.
Hi, I'm Janet Gamble. I'm the farmer and owner of Turtle Creek Gardens in Delavan, Wisconsin.
Swimming in December, heading for the city lights.
My name is Rich.
Cool.
Kafasenko. Long last name.
Yeah.
Right now I'm starting to get up at 6, take care of some things in the house, come out feed the pigs, make my breakfast, and then we'll start about 8 o'clock. And then we haven't been going too long so far because it's still early in the season, but there's going to be some 12-hour days. We brought the plants outside to harden them off, is what we say. Basically get them adjusted to a little bit cooler temperature before they get put in the ground and, like he said, get shocked.
Love the summer, following the sun tonight, reminiscing of the times of life.
And these are our compost piles. We put old produce, leftover produce, cow poop, straw, let it ferment, and then we use that as like fertilizer. This is our spinach. These are tomatoes here. Yeah, go ahead. Feel free. We actually had all spinach in here, and we had a certain fertilizer.
This is just leaves. Yeah,
you can eat it.
Spinach, just like you get.
It's tasty.
Way better than the grocery store.
Way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
How does that taste?
Delicious.
Tastes delicious.
Yeah.
You see the bee movies, but you guys know like the importance of the ecosystem bees are, right? They're like without bees, like you wouldn't have any plants.
have a lot of crops. Like it's like almost 3/4 of the amount of crops of the food you eat today.
I think I read they're actually transporting bees from
South America and stuff
to
like that.
California for this season. And transferring
yeah,
back.
they're trying. They're trying.
Here.
There you go.
Try it.
Try it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
Running loader on that tractor. Transplant the water wheel, so the water just makes the wheel turn, puts imprints in the ground, and then you put the plants in, they're filled with water, and you just cover them back up. Otherwise, you'd be doing a whole lot of this down the field, and that'd be a pain.
Right now, with all the technology and things in society, there's no connect. So like, if you wanted to find a CSA, you know, that's close to you, there's no really place that you can look for, even on the web, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because technology and farming still hasn't crossed over.
Yeah.
When they harvest it, obviously this is labeled and they put the crop in there to divvy it up into the CSAs or to take it to the market.
Watching our film on food trucks. Hasta la vista.